Welcome to today's awesome assembly. Now, I was going to do about Team Ants, but I've lost Team Ant. What's that, Badger? Okay, he said, could I wear a different tie? Why's that, Mr. Badger? Oh, he's brought me a tie, his favourite tie that he likes me to wear. So I better just put this on. But if you see that ant, let me know, because that's what I planned to do my assembly on today, was Team Ant. But look at this tie here. It's got badges on it. Isn't that lovely? Now, what were we saying? Team Ant! He's here! He has arrived! So, Mr. Badger, we'll do about you on a different day. Is that okay? Yeah, fantastic.
Hi Mr. Etherton and Mr. Badger. I think being a team ant means working together and working as a team.
Right, Badger, let's see if there's any ants on this slab. Oh, yes. It looks like they've worked as a team to make their nest. Do you think they're working as a team to move food or eggs or escape? Quite big, aren't they? They look very busy, don't they? Running around, helping each other. Looks like they're going from the bottom left to the top right. And back. Look, there's Andy the ant, and there's Angela the ant. So, let's see what's in my bag today. I have got a shoe. What has Team Ant got with a shoe? Let's read the label, let's read the clue, shall we? And see. A shoe is about empathy. What does empathy mean? It says, we are able to contribute to others' experiences by listening to them, so we can really understand what they are saying. So we've got to really think about what other people are saying. We've got to listen to them. That's what being a team player is all about. We've got to put ourselves in their shoes. I wonder what it'd be like to be 6 years old and to wear a little plimsoll like this and to run around our hall doing PE. And I wonder what it'd be like. It'd be quite a big space, wouldn't it? I think I've got some other shoes and things I could show you, and we could think about what that means. I've got lots of different shoes and boots here. Mr. Badger quite likes these white DM shoes. They're lovely, aren't they? Look at that, black and white, beautifully clean. Now, the person who has got these is probably not thinking about going for a walk, whereas these boots, yes, they're going to be for a good muddy walk, maybe for a hike across the South Downs, and it'd be ideal for that. So thinking about that person, if I'm thinking about being in their shoes, I'm thinking about going for a muddy walk. Now this person obviously likes a little bit of cross country. You can see there's some good spikes there. Still muddy, not being very clean, but they are ideal for very fast cross country. Whereas these trainers are much more for general sport and going to the gym and that type of thing. So different people have got different talents, different thinking, different things that they want to do. These look nice, don't they? Going to the beach, looking lovely and gorgeous, that sort of thing. Some lovely sandals. And this person might be thinking about roller skating along the seafront. Now, unfortunately, we can't do much of that at the moment, but all of these shoes tell me a little bit about the person who owns them. And empathy is pretending that you are wearing their shoes, their boots, and thinking about what are they thinking, what are they doing, what's their hobbies, what's their talents, all of those different things, and it can tell us something about that. So when we say imagine being in somebody else's shoes, this is what it means. It's thinking about what they are thinking. We talk about Jesus being the light of the world and a real role model to us all. The shortest verse in the Bible is this: Jesus wept. He'd gone to see some friends, and Lazarus, one of them, had died. And he just felt really sad. He showed real empathy, and he just wept with them. Yes, he healed Lazarus and raised him from the dead, but before that, he just showed empathy. He showed love. He showed understanding to the others around him. I think Team Ant is trying to get into my red school bag. Let's see what I've got in there, shall we? Let's have a look. I've got my old shoes. That's right. These are the first shoes that I ever wore. These are my first shoes. My mum saved them for me. They're beautiful and red. They're quite hard, and I must have had tiny little feet then. Look at that. Can you imagine a little Mr. Etherton going around in little red shoes like that? Oh, Mr. Badger. Mr. Badger wants to try and put them on. Let's have a look, shall we, Mr. Badger? They're still a bit big for you, aren't they? Can you go clip-clop down the street like this? Could you go to school? No, they're too big for you. Okay, Team Ant, shall we see what else is in the Team Ant bag? Yeah? Okay, let's have a look. We've got here a piece of tinsel, something glittery. And that's what magpies do. They go and take things that are glittery. Magpies look for shiny things. By doing this in our learning and looking for useful methods, habits or values from other people you watch, we can improve ourselves as learners. So if we see someone who's got a really good way of doing something, we can do that too, can't we? I think Team Ant wants to see what's the last item in my Team Ant bag. So let's have a look, shall we, Team Ant? Let's have a look. There's a label here. Russian dolls. Now I've got some Russian dolls just up here. Here we are. All right, Team Ants, let's have a look at this Russian doll that we have got just here, shall we? Lovely painting there. And if we just take it off, a bit squeaky. Oh, there's another doll inside. Look at that, Team Ants. So we've got a Russian doll with another one inside. And if we take this one, we can just take it to pieces. And inside there is another Russian doll. Isn't that beautiful? And if we get this one and take it apart, there is a third Russian doll here and a fourth one just there. And if we take this one out, there's a tiny little baby Russian doll right in the middle like that. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 Russian dolls all inside each other. And they remind us that we are part of a team, we're part of a family, but sometimes we do things on our own, and sometimes we need to do things as a family or as a community or as a school or maybe as a church or a youth club. All these things remind us that sometimes we need to think about, do we need to do it on our own or do we need to do it together? Sometimes with Team Ant, we think it's all about working together all the time. And of course, at the moment, we can't work together as a school team in the same way because we aren't at school together. And we have to think about working sometimes on our own, but with the love and support and prayers of those around us. We need to be respectful that we are all different. Some of us are large and some of us are small. Some of us are old, some of us are young. Some of us are thin, some of us are fat. We are all different. We look different, we have different ideas, different gifts, different talents, but together we can do so much more. And sometimes we just need to work on our own too. So, these Russian dolls remind us about what it means to be a Team Ant. Oh, off you go, Team Ant.
Team ant means being able to work on your own as well as working with others as a part of a team, being a good listener and thinking about other people, and creating good relationships. Teamwork makes a dream work.
Let's see if I've got something else in my school bag that reminds me about being a team ant. Remember, part of being a team ant is looking for role models to learn things and skills from other people. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's Blue Ted. Blue Ted's my favourite teddy bear, and he's been with me for a long time. And I was given him when I was very young. And my granny knitted this lovely jumper for him and trousers for him a long time ago. And she helped to care for him, for me. And then my mum helped sew on some patches onto his feet and onto one of his arms. Not this one. This one hasn't had a little patch on. It's not too bad. And I followed their example by looking after Teddy, Blue Ted. And I've sewn some patches on here and on the back of his head. And I've done some darning here too over the years to keep him happy and to keep him healthy. Haven't I, Blue Ted? Yeah. Mwah. So we can be team ant together. We can help look after each other. But also I've learnt those skills and I've learnt that passion from other people who've been a good example to me. And now I will continue to look after Blue Ted. Won't I, Blue Ted? Yeah.
In school, being a team ant meant that we would work together with our St Nick's family. Now we're in lockdown, we can't do that, so we must work with our own families and also invite God into our team so He can help us out. Even though we can't see our St Nick's family, we can still remember that they're there waiting for us for when we get back.
Dear God, please help everyone to work as a team ant at home and at school. Please help everyone to be kind and share. Amen.
So we've been thinking about being team ant, and Peter had to really learn about being a team ant. When Jesus was arrested, he got a sword and struck off a servant's ear. He wasn't working as a team, he wasn't doing the right things. And later on, Peter denied Jesus 3 times, and then the cock crowed as had been predicted by Jesus. And he was really let down. So let's have a prayer now and think about asking God to help us to work well, whether we're on our own or whether we are part of a team. Dear Lord, thank you for the example of Peter, who learned how to be a good team player. Lord, help us to remember to get ideas off other people like magpies do. Help us to learn when to work well as a family or as a community, or whether we need to work sometimes on our own. Help us to think about what it's like to be in other people's shoes, to have empathy and understand and to respect other people. But Lord, most of all, I pray, would you be with us during this difficult time when maybe we are feeling alone and want to be part of a bigger team? Help us to be good team ant players. Amen. What's that? Well, find out tomorrow in tomorrow's awesome assembly.